Hey everybody, whatupliving.com. I'm Dr. Bill. And today I'm going to cover the flu shot because it seems to be on a lot of people's mind this year. You can't get away from the advertisements and the promotions of it. It's all over the place. Seems like you can get a flu shot almost anywhere, okay? And why? It's a big industry. It's over a $7 billion a year industry. I really think it's because of the money. There's a lot of money to be made in it because quite frankly, I don't get one, okay, and it is a matter of my opinion. And if you want a different opinion or you want to search around, there's plenty of information out there. Dr. Mercola's site is a great place to go ahead and get some research, and he has all kinds of links and actually interviews with doctors about it. But I'm going to give you the short of it. I don't get one. I don't recommend my patients get one, but I don't recommend they don't get one either. But I fill them in on some things. I think they're dangerous. There's toxins inside them, there's mercury, there's aluminum, there could be latex in there could be formaldehyde, all the different chemicals used in the process to make it. There can still be in there, and you're directly injected into your bloodstream. So number one, I think they're dangerous. Number two, I don't think they work that well. I think they're exaggerated is quite frankly of how effective they really are. Last year's flu shot, from what I understand, was only 56% effective. 56%. That's like a coin toss, okay? In fact, I know a lot of people that get flu shots every year. Some of them get the flu anyway. So really, what do? I think you have to really seriously consider it. But if you're not going to get one, be proactive and take proper steps to take care of your immune system during the winter months, okay? Stay away from sick people. If you're sick, stay away from other people. Wash your hands. In fact, wash your hands often, particularly if you're shaking hands, touching people, things like that. And when you have unclean hands, don't touch your face. In fact, this is the triangle of death: eyes, nose, mouth. This is where most infections are introduced. So if you have unclean hands or you shook a lot of hands, you touched a lot of things, your hands are unclean, be careful not to touch your face. Tell your kids the same thing, and then go wash your hands. All right? That's what I mean about being proactive. Stay hydrated. Drink fluids. Over the winter months, it's very dry, and we tend not to drink as much. Why? Because it's cold. Have some herbal tea, drink some water, take care of yourself that way. Get plenty of sleep, get that rest. Rest is very important, and in fact, very important for the immune system. It's 7 to 9 hours a night. A restful sleep is important. Reduce some stresses. If you have some unneeded stresses in your life, try to remove them if you can, or take proper ways to handle the stress. You can do that. How about sugar? Maybe you should eliminate some of the sugar you're eating. Sugar is terrible on the immune system, lowers the immune system almost immediately. In fact, if you're sick, don't eat any sugar at all, like none. Okay? In fact, dairy products during when you're sick is also something, just a tip. Don't eat dairy and don't eat any sugar when you're sick. You'll recover faster. So, what I say, stay away from sick people. If you're sick, stay away from people. Wash your hands, sleep. No sugar, eat right, okay, stay hydrated as well, take care of yourself that way, just little simple things like that. Vitamin D seems to be a big deal as far as your immune system goes. So, and they actually really say, in fact, this makes a lot of sense, the cold and flu season starts about the time where the rays of the sun, when the fall starts and all during the winter time, the sun's rays don't produce as much vitamin D through our skin. We don't get as much skin exposure, obviously, because it's colder, okay? But taking a vitamin D supplement, which I do, over the winter months, I take between 2,000 and 4,000. Usually about 4,000 IUs a day I take over the winter months, okay? If you have kids 8 years old and older, they can take 1,000 to 2,000 IUs. I know many adults that take as much as 8,000. Here's an idea. Go get your vitamin D levels checked to make sure that they're proper level. You want to be around 50 to 70 nanograms per milliliter of vitamin D. That's what it says on your test result, and that's usually across the board. They use the same testing parameters. Between 50 and 70 is where you want to be. That's optimal, okay? So get them checked. It's not unusual to ask that question anymore. Hey, doc, can you check my vitamin D levels? I'm concerned about, the cold and flu season. But you can take vitamin D right away and start working on your levels, all right? So that's pretty simple stuff. Ask your pharmacist also if you have any medications that lower your immune system. You may want to know about that. I also take 2,000 milligrams of vitamin C every day during the winter months, and I'm just careful. I'm careful when I use other people's stuff. If you borrow a phone or if you use somebody else's mouse at work, okay? I don't know if they clean their hands a lot, and you don't know either. So be careful about touching other people's things. Don't get paranoid about it, but just take proper common sense precautions. Okay, so that's my view on the flu shot. That's quick, I hope, and that's my opinion. OneUpLiving.com. I'm Dr. Bill, out.